She thought she had erased all the evidence, but one mistake exposed everything. The most painful goodbyes are the ones never spoken. Where are you watching from? Comment below and let me know your thoughts as the story unfolds. Don't forget to subscribe to The Unseen Edges for more thrilling stories like this. Ethan always believed that love was a choice, not just a feeling. For 12 years, he and Olivia built a life together. Late-night movies, lazy Sunday breakfasts, and whispered dreams about growing old on a quiet farm. But all it took was one text message to shatter it all. It was a normal Tuesday when he found it. Olivia had left her phone on the kitchen counter while she showered. The screen lit up, a name he didn't recognize, a message he couldn't unsee. "Last night was unforgettable. Can't wait to see you again." A cold current ran through his veins. His hands trembled, but his heart screamed for proof. He scrolled through months of stolen moments, secret rendezvous, and whispered promises she never made to him. Ethan sat there staring at the glowing betrayal in his hands. The home they built, the love they nurtured. It had been dying in her heart long before he ever noticed. But why? Was it something he did? Something he didn't do? He had sacrificed, he had stayed loyal, and yet love had abandoned him, like a house with no foundation, collapsing under its own weight. That night, Olivia came home with the same warm smile, kissed him like she hadn't just lived another life in someone else's arms. Ethan didn't say a word, not yet. He needed to see how deep the lies ran. The next morning he followed her. She told him she was visiting her sister. Instead, she drove to a small motel on the outskirts of town. He parked a distance away, watching her disappear behind a door. Minutes felt like hours, and then she emerged, fixing her hair, adjusting her dress. The man followed soon after. He was younger, confident, oblivious to the devastation he had helped create. Ethan clenched his fists, his breath heavy, his vision blurring with rage. But anger was easy. Confrontation was simple. No, he needed her to feel what he felt. That night, he cooked her favorite meal, set the table with candlelight, played their wedding song in the background. She smiled, kissed his cheek, oblivious. Over dinner, he slid her phone toward her. Unlocked, open, exposed. Her face drained of color, her lips parted, searching for words. But what excuse could undo the truth? "Who is he, Olivia?" Ethan asked, his voice calm, almost too calm. Tears welled in her eyes. "Ethan, don't lie." She looked away. Shame, regret, or just the frustration of being caught. He waited for an apology, a confession, a plea for forgiveness. Instead, she whispered, "I never meant to hurt you." He laughed, a hollow, bitter sound. "But you did." Silence, heavy, suffocating. Then finally, "I fell out of love." 4 words, a blade through his soul. Ethan didn't ask for explanations. There was nothing left to salvage. Some people say love is like fire, passionate, consuming. But sometimes love is just slow decay, and by the time you smell the rot, it's already too late. He walked out that night, leaving behind the broken pieces of a life he thought was real. Moral of the story: betrayal isn't always loud. Sometimes it's a whisper in the dark, a slow erosion of trust, a love that decays while you're still holding on. When someone shows you their true colors, believe them the first time. Never beg for love that must be stolen from another. The greatest act of self-respect is knowing when to walk away.